What's going on, pilots? This is Pete with BananaHobby.com. Welcome to your What's in the Box review today of the 1700mm class P-51 Mustang. This is by FMS and Blitz RC Works here. This is a very, very special Mustang that we are reviewing for you today here. And what we're going to do here is, basically, this is the What's in the Box review. So what we're going to do is start taking stuff out of the box to show you what comes in this beautiful, ready to fly, or your receiver ready P-51 Mustang. And this particular one is extremely special because this is the Red Tails version. For many of you out there, a few months back, there was a movie out called Red Tails, and it has a lot of historic aircrafts in that particular movie. So if you haven't watched that movie yet, I urge you to go out there and watch that movie. So this is the Red Tails version in the P-51 Mustang, and it is just a big monster of a box here. So we're going to just do our best here and start opening it and taking stuff out here. This is extremely heavy too. Okay, so a little bit about this P-51 as I try to get the lid off here. Okay, this is a big box. Awesome. The wingspan of this P-51 is going to come out at 67 inches, so it's a really big P-51 here. And your basic radio format is going to be your 6-channel format, because you have your additional for your flaps and your retractable gears. So with that, let's go ahead and start opening things up here. Push it forward a little bit and show you what comes out of the box of this beautiful P-51 here. Let's go ahead and grab a pair of scissors, or actually use a hobby knife here. I'm going to cut the top off here. There it goes. All right, get that out of the way. Sweet. So this P-51 ships to you pretty much just like that, and everything is extremely packed really well in here to keep it from damage. So you know, it'll arrive to your location nice and safe here. Okay, we're just going to start cutting stuff here and try to get some of this stuff out and show you here. We have the this 1700mm P-51 on our website in a couple of colors. So this is the Red Tails version, and we have it in the other color as well. Okay, so first thing that comes out is your left wing, and this is just beautiful here. I'm going to go ahead and take the bag off of here. Okay, so this is one wing. It is fully EPO foam construction, and what's really nice about this particular model, all of the servos here are now metal gears. So there's no more 9G servos in here unless they're on some smaller of the control surfaces, or a couple of the flaps, or not the flaps, the doors and stuff like that. But these are all metal gear servos. You have everything pretty much hinged already and ready to go. EPO hinges. And FMS Blitz here, they do a really cool thing with the wiring. I want to show you here. If I can get that out of there. This is now pre-wired. All of the all of the servos and everything on this one unit here, one wing, is wired to this central unit right here. And this unit right here comes with a plug on it. It's almost like a battery balancing plug almost, but all you're doing is you're plugging this into the board that's on the inside the fuselage, so you don't have to plug in a whole bunch of wires over here. All you're doing is plugging in one. So they're keeping it really easy and making it a really easy process there. Okay, let me get that stuff out of the way here. All right, and this is the tail section, and we have the manual, of course. Let me put that aside. Okay, let's get the tail section out here. Okay, I'm going to cut it. The tail section is also ready to go. It's pretty much pre-hinged, ready to go. And this whole airplane, pretty much, as far as the installation of the tail, the horizontal stabilizer and everything, it's all bolted down. So in case that if you ever break anything, you can actually just unscrew it and then change out this whole, the whole horizontal tail if you needed to. But this is the famous red tail. So that is your horizontal. Let's go ahead and put that down there and get more stuff out. Excuse me here. And here is the right wing, and it is pretty much ready to go here, and that's beautiful. I'm going to set that down right there. We want to get to the fuselage here. That's a lot of stuff in here. All right. Okay, so now we are at the big portion here with the fuselage. Try to get the fuselage out of the bag here. Awesome. Look at that. Look at the size of this big old fuselage here. So this is the center section, the fuselage to the Red Tails P-51 Mustang, and the color and the decals and just the finish, the scale finish on this is absolutely amazing. Everything's pretty much installed already. You have the big old brushless outrunner in the front, pretty much ready to go here. Let's get the canopy off here. Let's get my fingers in there first. There we go. And the brushless ESC in here is an 80 amp brushless, 85 amp brushless ESC, and pretty much set ready to go here. And there's only one smaller servo in here, and it goes towards the rear, under the vent back here, and everything else are pretty much the larger metal gear servos here. So that is pretty much ready to go here. So this is what I call your quick build stuff. So your build time is very minimal, and then you are out flying. Back in the days, this type of an airplane in this size was all reserved for fuel powered, and now we're able to bring this to the eco-friendly, earth-friendly electric power. So that is actually really amazing here. I almost forgot to mention here the retracts on the main wings are pre-installed already, and they are electric retracts, so they're E-retracts without any servos or anything like that. And these doors are sequencing doors as well, so there's sequencers already built into the module that's inside the fuselage there. Sweet. All right, let's see what else is in here. Okay, so we have the main wing spar here, and then I believe this is for, actually I don't know where these go. We'll find out later here, but that's the main wing spar there. You have the drop tanks here. The drop tanks are snap-ins, so you can actually pop them out if you choose not to use the drop tanks. And we have the vertical stabilizer, the red tail. Beautiful. Just like the horizontal stabilizer, the vertical stabilizer is also screwed in as well. So in case, if you ever need to remove anything, it comes right off and you can pull it off and replace it. Look at that beautiful scale vertical stabilizer there. Sweet. Okay, let's see what else is coming in here there. Okay, we have some, these are the mounts for the drop tank. So you do have to glue these mounts on to the main wing. And I believe the one bag here, these are the exhausts from the motor. So they're scale replica of the exhaust area. Wow, that is really nice. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but that's really nice. It's pretty much, the only portions that you're going to glue are these things here, and some surface stuff like antennas and things like that. Then you have a parts bag that has your control horns, screws, everything is in here, and they're all labeled very clearly. It says flap on here, elevator, so you can know where these parts actually need to go here. Yeah, FMS does a really good job with that, changing that stuff and making sure you know where all the parts go. And we have the guns, and we have I think this is an extra one for that. And then the main wing mounts. And then here comes the best part. Look at that big O spinner, big O scale spinner here. Awesome. Beautiful red scale P-51 spinner. That classic, cone of in the front of that of a P-51 here. Look at that. That's beautiful there. So we're going to go ahead and set this aside. And I think we're getting down to pretty much the end of this what's in the box review, and we have your propellers. These are individual bladed propellers. So there are 4 blades in case that if you do nick one or you do break one, you don't have to change out the whole propeller system. You can actually change individual ones by unscrewing them. And FMS, but we also give you a spare blade on there, and it's listed on there as a replacement. So you do have one spare in there as well. And the last thing that's going to come out of here pretty much are 2 tubes of glue. And I believe these are, yes they are. They're just the included, the rubber cement. I like to use this a lot on all this stuff because it's actually a rubber cement, and you can actually be able to remove certain things if you break it with using this glue, because it actually pulls right off, and then it's kind of like gum. You can actually just rub it around and it'll peel right off. So with that, you can see how minimal amounts of pieces are in a build like this. So this is something that is very easy to build and quick to build, and pretty much this is the conclusion of your What's in the Box review of the FMS Blitz 1700mm P-51 in the red tails color scheme here. So make sure you follow us now to the build review, where we're actually going to go hands-on and build this entire aircraft on the film for you, so you can follow the steps, as per when I'm building it as well. So with that, we're going to call this a wrap, and thank you all for following us on Twitter and liking us on Facebook and subscribing on YouTube. So now let's go ahead and jump into the next part, which is going to be the build. We'll see you guys back here in a little while.